Afghan women are also making strides in another cultural arena, usually dominated by men, music. And one example of that is Susan Feirouz. She's a 23-year-old actress who's recently become Afghanistan's first female rapper. That's Feirouz's only song so far. It's called Our Neighbors. And it's striking a chord with people who, like her, grew up as refugees during the Afghan Civil War of the 1990s. Feirouz spent her childhood in Iran and Pakistan. She and her family went back to Afghanistan 7 years ago. And now she's found a way to share her experience living in exile with others.
I can share my feelings with my people by singing rap. I can tell people what happened while I was living as a refugee and share sad stories through the music. I asked my father's permission to sing rap, and he said yes.
Listen to my story, she raps. War started. It pushed us out. And that's when our misery and homelessness began. The song was composed by Afghan musician Farid Rastegar, who is also Susan Feirouz's mentor. He says music offers inspiration to young Afghans, and he says many young singers in the country want to tell people that they're not extremists or Taliban. They want to help change this country, says Rastegar. Susan Feirouz lives in Kabul, where she supports her family with the money she makes as an actress. That profession, for the most part, seems safe, but her decision to start singing has rattled extremists.
My family supports me and they're proud of me, but there are some people who call me on the phone to threaten me. They tell me that if I continue singing, they'll spray acid in my face. But I'm not afraid. I'll keep singing.
But Susan's father does worry about her safety. Abdul Ghaffar Feirouz gave up his job so he can make sure his daughter is safe at her various jobs.
Of
course I worry sometimes, but Susan is a brave girl. I tell her not to think about the threats and continue her work. We have no other choice. This is our country. We have been refugees for a long time, but I'm optimistic about the future here.
Despite the threats, Susan Feirouz performed at a 3-day music festival in Kabul last month. She shared the stage with other rappers and artists. Among them was Ruth Owen, a British punk musician living in Kabul.
I never thought there would come a day where I would see female rappers on stage, I would see female graffiti artists on TV and painting on the walls of Kabul, and I would see female guitarists. I really didn't think the country would advance that much so quickly. I was wrong, and I feel almost ashamed that I thought Afghan women weren't, maybe not capable of that, but they didn't have the bravery. Boy, was I wrong.
I don't know, oh my God, oh my God.
Old Neighbors by Afghan rapper Susan Feirouz closes our program today. From the Nan and Bill Harris studios at WGBH in Boston, I'm Aaron Schechter. Thanks for tuning in.